Romeo, come forth, thou fearful man. Affliction is enamored of thy parts, and thou art wedded to calamity.
Father, what news? What is the prince's doom? What sorrow craves acquaintance at my hand that I yet know not?
Too familiar is my dear son with such sour company. I bring thee tidings of the prince's doom.
What less than doomsday is the prince's doom?
A gentle judgment vanished from his lips. Not body's death, but body's banishment.
Banishment. Be merciful, say death, for exile hath more terror in his look, much more than death. Do not say banishment.
Hence from Verona thou art banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself. Hence banished is banished from the world. And the world's exile is death. Then banishment is death mistermed, calling death banishment. Thou cuts my head off with a golden axe, and smiles upon the stroke that murders me. Tis torture and not mercy. Heaven is here, where Juliet lives. Every cat and dog and little mouse, every unworthy thing live here in heaven and may look on her, but Romeo may not.
More validity, more honorable state, more courtship lives in carrion flies than Romeo. They may seize upon the wonder of dear Juliet's hand and steal immortal blessings from her lips, who even in pure and vestal modesty still blush, as though thinking their own kiss is sin. But Romeo may not. He is banished. Flies may do this, but I from this must fly. They are free men, but I am banished. And sayest thou yet, exile is not death? Hast thou no poison mixed? No sharp ground knife? No sudden mean of death thou ne'er so mean, but banished to kill me? Banished? Oh, friar, the damned use that word in hell. Howlings attend it. And how hast thou the heart, being a divine, a ghostly confessor, a sin absolver, and my friend professed, to mangle me with that word, banished?
Not I, unless the breath of heart-sick groans mist-like enfold me from the search of eyes.
Hark how they knock. Who's there? Romeo, arise, thou wilt be taken. Stay a while. Stand up unto my study. By and by. God's will, what simpleness is this? I come. Who knocks so hard? Whence come you? What's your will?
Let me come in and you will hear my errand. I come from Lady Juliet.
Welcome then.
Oh, Holy Friar, oh tell me, Holy Friar, where is my lady's lord? Where's Romeo?
There on the ground, with his own tears made drunk.
Oh, he is even in my mistress's case. Just in her case. Oh, woeful sympathy! Pity piteous predicament. Even so lies she, blubbering and weeping, weeping and blubbering. Stand up. Stand up, stand up, and you be a man. For Juliet's sake, for her sake, rise and stand. Why should you fall into so deep an O? Nurse, ah, sir, death's the end of all. Spakest thou of Juliet? How is it with her? Doth not she think me an old murderer, now I have stained the childhood of our joy with blood removed but little from her own? Where is she, and how doth she, and what says my concealed lady to our cancelled love? Oh, she says nothing, sir, but weeps, and now falls on her bed, and then starts up, and Tybalt calls, and then on Romeo cries, and then down falls again.
As if that name, shot from the deadly level of a gun, did murder her. As that name's cursed hand murdered her kinsman. Oh, tell me, friar, tell me, where in this anatomy doth my name lodge? Tell me that I may sack that hateful mansion.
Hold your desperate hand. Art thou a man? Thy form cries out thou art, thy tears are womanish. Thy wild acts denote the unreasonable fury of a beast, unseemly woman in a seeming man, or ill-beseeming beast in seeming both. Thou hast amazed me. By my holy order, I thought thy disposition better tempered. Hast thou slain Tybalt? Wilt thou slay thyself, and slay thy lady, that in thy life lives by doing damned hate upon thyself? Why railest thou upon thy birth, the heaven and earth, since birth and heaven and earth all three do meet in thee at once, which thou at once would lose?
Fie, fie! Thou shamest thy shape, thy love, thy wit, which, like a usurer, abound'st in all, and usest none in that true use indeed which should bedeck thy shape, thy love, thy wit. Thy noble shape is but a form of wax, digressing from the valor of a man. Thy dear love, sworn but hollow perjury, killing that love which thou hast vowed to cherish. Thy wit, that ornament to shape and love, misshapen in the conduct of them both. Like powder in a skitless soldier's flask is set afire by thine own ignorance, and thou dismembered with thine own defense. What? Rouse thee, man! Thy Juliet is alive! For whose dear sake thou wast but lately dead. There art thou happy. Tybalt would kill thee, but thou slewest Tybalt. There art thou happy. The law that threatened death becomes thy friend and turned it to exile. There art thou happy.
A pack of blessings lights up upon thy back. Happiness courts thee in her best array, but, like a misbehaved and sullen wench, thou poutest upon thy fortune and thy love. Take heed, for such die miserable. Go, get thee to thy love, as was decreed. Ascend her chamber hence, and comfort her. But look thou, stay not till the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass till Mantua, where thou shalt live, till we can find a time to blaze your marriage, reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the prince, and call thee back with 20,000 times more joy than thou wentst forth in lamentation. Go, before nurse, commend me to thy lady, and bid her hasten all the house to bed, which heavy sorrow makes them apt unto. Romeo is coming.
Oh, Lord, I could have stayed here all the night to hear good counsel. Oh, what learning is! My lord, I'll tell my lady that you will come. Do so, and bid my sweet prepare to chide. she bid me give you, sir. How you make haste, for it grows very late. How well my comfort is revived by this.
Go hence, good night, and here stands all your state. Either be gone before the watch be set, or by the break of day disguised from hence. Sojourn in Mantua, I'll find out your man, and he shall signify from time to time every good hap to you that chances here. Give me thy hand, 'tis late. Farewell, good night.
But that a joy, past joy, calls out on me, it were a grief, so brief to part with thee. Farewell.